afternoon baseball here on the show. Today it's Grapefruit League action between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Taijuan Walker is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. Dan, any thoughts?
You know, Matt, the results always haven't been good with Taijuan Walker, and I have a slogan with Taijuan Walker. I'm going to give up on Taijuan Walker when he gives up on himself. A big, strong guy, still has a good arm, good enough fastball with some velo. His off-speed pitches are good enough. It's about confidence. If Taijuan Walker can find it, he'll take it to that next level.
And now pitch on the way. John Birdie is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
First pitch, 110.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Now here's the pitch. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. Our game time temperature here to start play, a balmy 86 degrees at first pitch. Here comes the 1-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. McCann has it, and he makes the throw to first. Birdie is retired, and there's one away. Up next, Miguel Rojas. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Swing and a liner. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Batting third, the center fielder, number 6, Starling Marte.
Next, it'll be Starling Marte. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now the pitch. And he swings right over the top of this one. 0-1.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down to the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
2 out, nobody on. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Pablo Lopez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, this guy also uses that pitch that's kind of in vogue in the game now, that cutter. It looks to the hitter like a four-seam fastball, and the next thing you know, it's running in on you. Mariano Rivera used that pitch exclusively in the 9th inning and broke a lot of bats, and this guy joins a long list of guys that have added the cutter to his repertoire.
Jeff McNeil is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. And now pitch on the way. Beaten into the ground over to first. Right to him. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first.
The center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Next up, Brandon Nimmo. His prior history versus this arm. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. First pitch of the AB on its way. Fly ball right down the line in left. Dickerson on the move. And this will wind up a foul ball. windup and the 0-1.
Nope.
And it's 1-1. Lopez has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. Here it comes. Good idea with the change, but it's 2-1. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Standing in now, Dominic Smith. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Dribbled down the third baseline.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
1-2 to Dominic Smith. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
So here's Pete Alonso as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
Smith at second with 2 down. Up top, it's 2-0.
Tread lightly in this situation. Got a great hitter at the plate, runner in scoring position. Don't be afraid, you got the base open.
Here's the 2-0. And he fouls this one off. The 2-1 pitch.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
He's set the 3-1. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Batting 5th, the right fielder.
So the next to bat will be Michael Conforto. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's 4 for 11. He's taken him deep once. First offering. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
2 down, runners at first and second. At the letters, but called high. It's a ball.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The 2-0 pitch. The swing and a miss there. 2-2. Counts even at 2. The pitch swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 2 left for the Mets. We are still scoreless. Now it'll be Adam Duvall. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The right fielder, number 14. Adam Duvall.
And now the first pitch. Fouled off. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
At the plate now, Corey Dickerson. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
Anderson.
Next, here is Brian Anderson. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Roll, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
Conforto is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the stretch.
0-1, no strikes.
Dickerson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Jorge Alfaro would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-0 finds the zone, strike 1. The 3-1 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Batting 8th, the catcher, Jorge.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone. And up next will be the big catcher, Jorge Alfaro. From the stretch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Marlins strand a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stepping up is Francisco Lindor. His career numbers in this matchup. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Upper part of the strike zone. A dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
J.D. Davis the next at bat, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 1-1.
Count 2-1.
Nobody out, runner on first. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
So now here is James McCann looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. First delivery to him. None out, runners at first and second. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out. But the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
At the plate, Taijuan Walker. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder coming on. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Mets strand 1. Will move to the 3rd with no score. Digging in will be Pablo Lopez, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Pablo.
First offering.
Lopez.
Had him fooled there as this is lifted in the air out to left center and shallow. Smith comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Now batting. The second
now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, John Birdie, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Pitch on the way.
Ball 1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
He froze him on the breaking ball that time. John Birdie is out number 2 here in the third inning. Into the box, Miguel Rojas. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Ball 2 now. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
Here it is, the 3-0. Is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
The 3-1 pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Conforto is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
The second baseman, number 6.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. He's got it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The center fielder, number 9.
So next to bat will be Brandon Nimmo. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. And now the first pitch. Fastball just inside. Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1. Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A bouncer to the left side. And there's out number 2.
The batter.
2 down, no one on base. And that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith. Pitch on the way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Hit sharply on the ground. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian as Starling Marte steps in to start out the inning.
Starling Marte.
Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The right fielder, number 14.
So one down, no one aboard. And up next, former San Francisco minor league property Adam Duvall. First pitch of the AB on its way. And that misses inside 1-0. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
And the Marlins have their first hit of the game.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Into the box now, Corey Dickerson. 0-1 the count, and maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Bouncer up the middle, scooped up. McNeil's got it for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Marlins down quietly. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. In there at the knees, strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead of the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Michael Conforto, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And a diving try, but it's off his glove, and that ought to be a 1-out hit.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a 1-out base runner.
So here's Francisco Lindor now as he rips it on the ground to second. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch, and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times, somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately, not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
J.D. Davis comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And a double steal try here. And that one yanked just foul. Here comes the 1-2. Is taken for ball 2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he can go in right here.
Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Number 33.
I mean, that fires me up right there. Opposite field knock, and in today's game, where every manager is employing hundreds of shifts, to watch this batter go the other way was special.
So now to the plate, James McCann. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
The 1-1 pitch. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
No runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Marte the catch. Now here comes the runner from third. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate, and he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ballgame.
This has pretty much been a pitcher's duel so far, so any way you can score a run, and a sac fly right there brings home the first run of the game here in the middle innings.
Now at the plate, Taijuan Walker. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
And there's ball 1. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
From the stretch, the 1-2, and a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Mets 1 and the Marlins nothing. Jacob deGrom is out from the bullpen here as he'll be making his 5th appearance this spring training.
Jacob deGrom.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that'll give way to the third baseman, Brian Anderson. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. In there, 0-1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here's the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So next to hit is Garrett Cooper. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. Now here it comes. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
No runs, just one hit and one error so far for the Marlins. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
To the plate now, Jorge Alfaro. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's totaled 4 hits in 18 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Front door curve is taken. Strike 2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. 2 out, nobody on. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Pablo Lopez will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Alfaro is off at first with 2 away. A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher. Speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. 1 left for Miami. They're down 1-0. Sixto Sanchez is out from the bullpen now as he'll work in his 3rd game so far this spring.
Sixto Sanchez.
So here's Jeff McNeil.
Leading up for the Mets, the second baseman, number 6.
First pitch of the AB now. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
The 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. And there's 1 down now. So bases are empty with 1 gone. And ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. And now the first pitch. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 0-2 count and the pitch.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now. Still even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And another foul ball. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Marte going back to the track. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Up next to the bat.
So 2 out, nobody on. And that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith. First offering. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Ripped down the first base line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Down in order go the Mets, but they're on top 1-0. Joey Lucchesi makes his way toward the mound now as he'll appear in his 6th ball game of the spring.
Number 47, Joey Lucchesi.
Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, John Birdie. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. First offering.
Birdie.
Swinging a hard liner to center field. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. The throw into second. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning.
Well, he clearly thought he had a shot at 2 on the hit, but they did a nice job in the outfield of getting it in quick to cut him down.
At the plate, Miguel Rojas. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now the 1-0. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
The center fielder, number 6,
Digging in next will be Starling Marte, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. From the belt, kicks and deals. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Rojas stands at first with 1 out. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
plate now, Adam Duvall, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball one. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here's the 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline. 2 out with the man at first. Base hit into right center. Rojas rounds the corner and is headed home. And a relay home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. Standing in now, Corey Dickerson. He grounds it sharply to third. Davis brings it in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. All even now at 1-1. Trevor Rogers is on his way to the mound now as he'll work in his 8th ball game here this spring.
Trevor Rogers.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso.
First baseman, Pete Alonso.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Rogers, originally from the state of New Mexico. This is his 2nd year as a major leaguer. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Count is 2-1.
And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Lifted in the air to center field. Marte is under this one, and he's got it for out number 1.
The right fielder.
Stepping in once again is Michael Conforto. 0 for 2 with the run scored so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, boys, he's lucky he's getting this pitch back right here. That's normally a wipeout pitch down and away. He hung that one. It looked like he almost confused the hitter.
Now the 0-1.
Oh, that's out.
Down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball. And if he can learn to harness that and work into his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Hard on the ground toward short, right to him. Over to first, and that retires the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. Still tied 1 apiece. Betances is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 68, Yellen. That's upset.
Jesus Aguilar is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is up and in, ball 1. Now the 1-0.
2-0.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
2-0 count. The pitch is offered at and missed for the first strike. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Swing and a liner, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat. Then he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Into the box now, Garrett Cooper. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. 2-2 now. And it's another case. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to set him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Jorge Alfaro is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. Here's the pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
2 out, nobody on. Outside, 3-0 now. Previous history against Dellin Betances, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Alfaro in front, 3 balls and a strike.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. All tied at 1-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jordan Holloway will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Chad Wallach is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting ninth now on the double switch. Jazz Chisholm has come into the ball game now as he takes over as the new third baseman. Last half of the seventh here, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis.
The third baseman, J.D. Davis.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Holloway, originally from the Centennial State of Colorado. He was a 20th round selection during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here comes the 1-2.
0-2. 2-2. Outfield.
And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
And now, James McCann notched an RBI on the sac fly in his previous turn at the plate. First pitch on the way. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. He'll go to second for 1, and it's by him into right field. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. Next to stand in is Dylan Betances. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. He's set, and the pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. One there, on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Luis Guillorme will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 13, Luis Guillorme.
First delivery to him. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Now it's 2-0.
Well, you see this a lot. A guy comes out of the bullpen throwing bullets, but he has a tough time finding the zone. Trust me, velocity is a great weapon if the hitters are tempted to swing.
3-0 to him now.
If he concedes the walk here, he's in real trouble of giving up a big inning. It's not all that bad yet, but dealing with the bases loaded will make it pretty tough to wiggle out of.
Here it is, the 3-0 is taken, strike 1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Jonathan Villar will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only 1 away. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and the bunt attempt is missed here. And he'll be tagged out at the plate as the suicide squeeze doesn't quite work as planned, and there are suddenly 2 away. Second and third, 2 away. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. The set and the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan Villar.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
Here's the 2-2.
Got a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Payoff pitch on its way. Popped straight up. Holloway is there now to put this one away for the 3rd out as they'll strand that potential go-ahead run at third base. Frustration boiling over with an opportunity missed. We're back with more from the Grapefruit League after this. Luis Guillorme will remain in the game at second base after coming on as a pinch hitter in the last half inning.
Now playing second base, number 13, Luis.
Jonathan Villar will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Jonathan Villar.
Franklin Kilome has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Franklin Kilome.
Now to bat, Chad Waller. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Pitch on the way. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Again, another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Struck him out.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Jesus Sanchez steps into the on-deck circle now, looking to start something here with 1 gone in the inning. First pitch on its way. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Oh, and 1, here it comes.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
Here comes the 1-2.
Flip a coin right here with this next pitch. After throwing 2 fastballs to get ahead, he's been able to lay off both those off-speed pitches. Looks like he's seeing it pretty good.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Not what you want to do on the mound. Go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And this ball is lined into center field, and right off the bench he comes through. It's a base hit.
Up next for the Marlins, the shortstop.
Isan Diaz will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. From the belt, kicks and deals. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? There's 1. And a good save at first on the offline throw, but they just get 1.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Jose Devers will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that misses for ball 1. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Marlins leave 1. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Isan Diaz will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 1.
Lewis Brinson will stay in the ball game now as he comes on to play second here.
Number 25, Lewis Brinson.
Braxton Garrett will come on and pitch for the 7th time here this spring.
Braxton Garrett.
Magneuris Sierra will also come in now as he takes over out in center. Jose Martinez is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Ball 1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Fouled away. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Another 2-2 offering. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And he got him.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
Kevin Pillar will come on as a pinch hitter to try and make an impact with 1 away.
Number 11, Kevin Pillar.
Here's the first pitch to him. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Into right field. That's a base hit.
The right fielder.
Tomas Nido will get a shot here as a pinch hitter.
Number 3, Tomas Nido.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
1-0. Nope, that's a ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. 2-1 to count. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Now the payoff pitch home. Pops this one up. Cooper in foul ground. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for route number 2. And we'll get a look one more time here as we slow this play down. And you can see how quickly he reacts to the ball there as he's able to get full extension and take away the base hit. And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. The 1-0.
That's bolted.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage 2-0.
Fielded cleanly, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Mets leave 1. Score remains tied 1-1. Jose Martinez takes over out in left field after entering the game in a pinch hit role last half inning.
Number 6,
Thomas Szapucki will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
Number 63,
Patrick Mazeika is into the game as well as he's the new first baseman. Albert Almora is into the ball game as well as he takes over out in right. Ferrar Encarnacion is going to come on and pinch hit here, and this is an important at-bat, leading things off in the 9th in a tie ball game. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball 1-1. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. 2 balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch. Well, he's a youngster. You can see he's a little nervous out there. Some people call it butterflies, but to him it probably feels like pterodactyls are flying around in his gut. Going to be interesting to see if he can settle down here.
Monte Harrison will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 3, Monte Harrison.
Here's the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. The 0-1. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Grounded back up the middle. Barehanded for one. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
The third baseman.
When a glove toss is executed successfully, it's a thing of beauty. When it fails, boy, does it look ugly. Here we get to see a great example of it to begin a double play. Quick and accurate with the flip, and they get the 2 outs.
Into the box, Jazz Chisholm, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
Missed with it again, and it's 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Up next for the Marlins, the first baseman.
Up next from Miami, Garrett Cooper. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. The 0-1. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. And the run will score all the way from first. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Lewin Diaz is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. One and 0. Here it is. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's not going to get it, and the 2-out rally continues.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
Trevor May takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. To the plate now, Chad Wallach, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. Struck out in his first at bat. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
To 1-2 now. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Marlins 3 and the Mets 1. Gerard Encarnacion will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Number 64.
Monte Harrison will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Number 3, Monte.
Yimi Garcia enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
Yimi Garcia.
Into the box, J.D. Davis. It was a walk in his last trip.
The third baseman, J.D. Davis.
First pitch of the AB now.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
Hit hard and caught down there at third. And not what these folks were hoping for as he set down to start the home 9th. And now in the box, James McCann. No hits to this point. He's set. Here it comes.
No, inside.
The 1-0 home.
Ball, man.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
Inside, he misses ball 4.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Khalil Lee will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 77, Khalil Lee.
First offering on its way. McCann leads off first with 1 away. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Step out of the box and wash that one off, because that was an ugly swing.
Here comes the 1-2. Is laid off for ball 2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit Wheatley back to the mound. To second for 1. And nearly a double play. That was closer than I thought it would be, and the inning will continue. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Luis Guillorme. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. Harrison is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. Miami came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Braxton Garrett takes home the win. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Can't do nothing but love, Fraser. You won't know what we gonna do next time. Boy, I take check out. You man.